Hey, aloha, everyone. It's Savvy. Hi, I hope you can see me. I am having the darndest time today. So, welcome. Welcome to the Caring Caregiver Show, brought to you by Givers Guides magazine, online magazine. Givers Guides, as you know, is your guide to caregiving, and Givers Guides is written exclusively for caregivers. And also from a caregiver's point of view. So if you're a caregiver or you know someone who's a caregiver and they're not subscribed yet, go to giversguides.com right now. Do it while you're watching us and go ahead and get yourself a subscription. So I need to know in the comments right now if you can actually see me live. I had a wonderful morning, and it was my turn to have webcam failure. That's right, webcam failure. You know, it was working fine last night, and then all morning it was just glitching. So I've switched to my laptop, and for some reason I am showing myself blacked out. So for those of you that are watching live right now, if you could please throw in the comments whether you can see me on screen or not, I would greatly appreciate that. I'm hoping you can. If you can't, well, you can hear my voice. So welcome to the podcast. Yep, that's how we do it. We just pitch hit. It is episode 2 of season 7. And after 7 seasons of doing this now, I don't need to see myself. It's okay. I can see, I can't see you either. So as long as you can see me and hear me, that's important, because the information that we have is really for you, for the caregivers. And I'm Savvy. I'm the founder of Give Me a Break. And that's what we do. We're a nonprofit organization that's caring for the caregivers. And we're here to bring back the joy of caregiving. So each week, I'm here to help you to relax, renew, resource, and revive. And you can always jump on our website at gab808.com. I'm sorry, gab808.org for more information, and of course, to register with us and join our community. Because, you know, we know you're tired. And I know what it's like to be tired and frustrated, just like you too. So we offer a break to you with Give Me a Break every week at our support sessions. And that's what helped me get through it. And that will help you get through it all. They're free, online, convenient, and affordable. Can't complain about that. So join us every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. And now in-person sessions at our Windward Mall Safe Space. And that's every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. So we're caregivers just like you. And we've got a safe space. Come on down, and you can come in person. You know, and what I say is I tell you to gift it to yourself. Caregivers don't always gift to themselves these things. You run yourself down to nothing. And so gift yourself some wellness. Gift yourself time to come to a session. Gift yourself these things, these moments that you need to survive caregiving. Contact the family, contact your neighbors, let them know that you not only deserve this, you need this to be a better caregiver, and have them help you carry the weight that you're carrying. These sessions that we do are life-changing, you guys. They will change your caregiving. They will change the way you look at things, and they will change your life. So join us online or in person. Okay, that was a lot. It is October. Let the holidays begin. Oh, I'm so excited. You know, I love Halloween. I love holidays. And so it's really exciting. But also, October marks the 1-year anniversary of Givers Guides. 1 whole year. That's amazing. So I'm super excited about that. And I apologize, but my dog is sneezing. I promise that's not anything coming out of my body. If you hear that sound, yeah, bless you. There you go. She's the cutest little sneezes. And so where was I? Oh, that's right. Our anniversary. It's our anniversary. 1 year. We made it. And so check out the issue for October, because, you know, we brought back our original story from the very first issue about our caregiver. It was our very first caregiver who received a break. And also, what else? What else is in there? Just a bunch of cool things that we brought from the original article. So check it out. Get your subscription. It's online. It goes with you everywhere you want. We lessen our carbon footprint, and just great articles for you to put self-care in your everyday activity. Again, with that current percentage of caregivers, and I haven't updated this, I will say in 2 months. So who knows where we're at now. But the current percentage is 30% of caregivers pass before their caree. It's sobering, folks. 30% will pass before their caree. Your wellness matters. Okay, if something happens to you, who's going to take care of them? I mean, gosh, you're already tired. Like I said, you're operating chaos, red flags, you're close to burnout. You've got those health issues coming up. So you need wellness. Get your subscription. Go to giversguides.com and subscribe today. And of course, as a fall special, your very first issue is free. So you're actually going to get a bonus issue of this month, and your subscription will start in November at $24.99, you guys. Well worth it. All right. And we're also on the tail end of our 10-part series called Pause in our support session. And actually, we did the final E for Pause, extraordinary, last night, and let caregivers know that we're extraordinary. So just drop in, check it all out. Go to gab808.org for more information and links to those sessions. Again, it connects us with a community of caregivers, and together we get through it, and we're going to bring back the joy of caregiving. Okay, so now one way to practice wellness is, of course, to come to our sessions, get your magazine, be part of a community. But another way is through Wellness Spoiled. Sounds interesting, right? Our guest today, Danette Pernod, was on when we first, I think our very first season, and she is with Wellness Spoiled. Welcome today. I want to change this. There you go to Danette. Hi, Danette. And
Hello.
Also she writes an article in our Givers Guides magazine every month, helping you to practice wellness. It's so great to have you back again. Aloha.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Were you were on the first season, I think,
It was the first season, yes.
You were like one of our first guests. I think you were like the second or third episode. It was.
I don't remember.
I know. And we've known each other this long now. And I just love your articles because you're always giving these wonderful recipes, right? And I love that because, we all love recipes, but it's recipes for wellness, you guys. And do you ever think that you needed that in your life?
Yes.
But welcome back. Welcome back. I know. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm grateful.
Well, a lot has changed in the last year.
Yes.
I mean, as you know, you've been doing the magazine for a year, and my journey has shifted and changed a lot in the last year as well.
Yes, and we're going to talk about that today. That's why I had you on. I'm so excited. I'm going to let you do the talking though, because I tend to yabber. So, well, tell us what has changed. What's up and coming? And I'm just dying to hear all about it and share that news.
So when I was on before, I shared with you guys about how I kind of got into the wellness lifestyle. And that was through my husband's amputation, where I sell doTERRA essential oils, and I really learned to lean into them more on a medicinal level. So the articles that I write for the Giver's Guide magazine is essential oil related topics and self-care and how to use oils in your day-to-day. So I have been through this shift as well in really learning to lean into my self-care journey on a higher level. And I wrote a book that's called His Body, Our Amputation.
I love that.
And it's my husband's amputation story, but it's told through the eyes of the caregiver. So it's got the medical drama and the family drama, which unfortunately was a lot, through that process. And that journey that I went on with him, transforming from a wife and a mother to also becoming a caregiver, especially when my husband had the wound. And so I was having to I became a wound care specialist in my own home. And all of that journey took away from me, right? We know as caregivers that you put yourself to the side and you take care of others. That's what you do. And you do it so willingly and you serve them so wholeheartedly, but we do it at the expense of our own health as
Yep.
you shared, like you said, the very sobering statistic that oftentimes we are losing our life before the person that we're caring for. So I realized that I needed to take control back of my own health journey and to implement self-care. And so my goal is to help demystify what self-care is and to help people understand that it's not necessarily spending an hour doing something or going to the spa.
Yep.
We're talking about small daily actions like hydration and taking 2 minutes for a breathing exercise or whatever lights you up. I'm of the firm mindset that self-care is a personal journey and that what works for one might not work for the other. So what I have also written is a self-care journal. And this is called the self-care method. And this is designed to help you. It's got a template, but it's customizable. So the template that I give you is really just to, it's 2 to 5 minutes a day to fill out if you were to sit down and do the whole thing. But really, it gives you self-care ideas. Because let's face it, like you think you don't have time, but you also don't understand the self-care that you're giving yourself. So for example, you brush your teeth twice a day, I hope. And that is a form of self-care. Okay. And so when you reframe in your brain that, oh, me brushing my teeth is a form of self-care, I think that you look at that activity, you can look at that activity a little differently. And then you can also do what I call habit stacking, which is implementing something else on the back or on the front end of something that you do regularly. So for example, with brushing your teeth, if you take supplements, you can put that right by your toothbrush so that you can make sure that you're taking your supplement right after you're brushing your teeth or right before you're brushing your teeth. Or if you want to use that as a trigger to, as you're sitting there for the 2 minutes brushing your teeth, then say a little prayer, set your intention for the day, whatever it is. Again, self-care is a personal journey that you're going to go on. And so just let me come alongside you and help guide you in that development of your own personal self-care journey.
I absolutely love that because, that's the whole thing, right? Wellness, a lot of times with caregivers, they feel like wellness is a commitment, like going to the gym.
Yes. Yes.
And it's not. It's part of you. It's like breathing.
Yes.
And then finding a way to breathe all of that and take those breaths. And as it is, caregivers stop breathing anyway. I mean, I stopped breathing for 7 years and I started breathing again right after everything was said and done. And you don't realize what it's doing to your body. And so you need to sort of take those wellness breaths as well, right? You need to, and I love that you combine that because it's a deliberate intention. Wellness is a deliberate intention of a moment.
Of a moment, yes.
Of a moment. It's not a commitment to a lifestyle. It's not a commitment to you can do all of those things. If wellness becomes your thing, then you make a commitment to your lifestyle like you did, like I'm doing. But, if you're in the throes of caregiving, just breathe.
Yes.
Just breathe might be the one moment that you have to start with. And just taking those breaths and making that part of what you do. And I love that you combine it with things they're already doing, right? So if you're already doing that, then add a mindful moment to that, and that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And you guys don't have to do it alone. Guess what? You get to go on this journey with Jeanette, and she's got this wonderful journal as well as a wonderful story for you to read. And I want to talk just a little bit more about that. I know you talked about the book and it's a journey for your husband, and you talked about the drama. I just want to go back to that real quick and circle back because a lot of caregivers, the last thing they think about is the fact that their life is going to be filled with drama from family.
Right.
Because the assumption is that family will be there for us.
Yeah.
right?
Yep. So I'll just share a little tidbit with you.
Okay.
So as we were going through my husband's amputation, um, he essentially lost the relationship with his mom and dad, and that happened right after the amputation. Really horrible, horrific. In the meantime, he developed a relationship with his sister that he hadn't had in over 30 years.
Wow.
So when I say family drama, I mean a lot of family drama. And I had great support through the process. I felt fully supported, but I also felt completely alone at times. And I talk about that openly in the book. I talk about how I let my thoughts get the better of me, and I planned my husband's funeral in my mind. I talk about how cold and alone I felt in the wee hours of the morning when everyone else was asleep, but I was stirring because my husband was in surgery. So this book, though you might not ever go through the exact events that I went through, the intention of the book is that number one, it's entertaining. Let's just be honest. It's always fun to read somebody else's drama.
Yes.
But the intention of the book really is to help you to see the parallels, right, and really just understand that you're not alone.
You're not.
And also, it's to help you to realize to advocate for yourself, advocate for your loved one. Don't just take an answer just because it's from a doctor as an answer. My husband's amputation is due to a blood clot that was misdiagnosed. So there's a lot of unpacking in this short book. It's a very short read. It's right around 150 pages. But this book will be available in paperback. If you feel like you have time to read it, I recommend reading it only because I include like text messages, actual text messages, and to read them in a book is much easier than the Audible. But I do have it on Audible for those of you, because that's my ideal audience, is you guys who don't have time. So I do have it on Audible, and then of course it'll be on Kindle as well. It is actually October 24th is the date. It's so October 24th is my husband's 6-year ampuversary. So
I love that.
That's why the book is coming out on that time, and the journal will also come out on the exact same day.
So His Body, Our Amputation by Danette Pernod is available on Amazon on October 24th, your ampuversary. I love that. And of course, we'll be getting a copy that we're going to put into our library at our safe space as well. But everyone, get your copy. And you know, this isn't just about caregivers who have had to care for somebody who's had an amputation, though there's great information in there. This is really for every caregiver. And what you have gone through, what you go through, you can relate in so many ways. And, you know, that's why we do what we do, right? Caregivers, you're not alone. And each one of us in our own way have been through it, are still going through it, and are sharing our story, which is what I think is so important. We're doing that right now. We're actually in today, this afternoon is our second session for our Tell Your Story seminar that we're doing for our caregivers, helping them to really find their voice and find their story. And so this is why, everyone, that you share, because we are going to heal together.
Well, Savvy, I think you need to take all of those stories and put them in a book.
I know, right? And, you know, I will one day. But right now, I think that if I can help everyone find their stories,
yes,
then we can all kind of live our stories and put happy endings to it and be there for one another. And so my focus is to grow this community of caregivers. And the more we tell our stories, the more we'll grow our community. Absolutely. And the more we'll be there for one another. And that drama that comes up, We won't have to worry about that. We got each other.
Absolutely.
So no matter what, we're, caregiver strong. Yeah.
I love that. Love that.
Right. Hashtag caregiver strong. Yeah. So we'll get through it no matter what. And I just love that you're doing this. I love that you took the time. I know how much it takes out of you to put all of that and to put your story out. And so in greatest appreciation, every caregiver should get that book. It's coming out on the 24th of October. That's not far from now. And there's a link on the screen. And if you need a link, I'll probably put it up on the page, but it's just go to Amazon. You guys just type in, how hard is it? Type in her body, our amputation, his body, our amputation. Not a tough thing to type in.
And there's only one.
And there's only one. I'm sure there's not a lot of books out there that are talking about a caregiving experience like this. And again, all the more reason why we need to all start writing our stories and getting it out there in the world. So, gosh, thank you so much. Was there anything else that I missed that we can share with everybody today? We didn't really talk about Wellness Spoiled. I know that you do doTERRA and you do those wonderful recipes. Every issue we have great things, and I get so many comments about that, but also your articles are so good to show everyone how to practice wellness in those baby steps, in those moments. So I really appreciate everything you do, and thank you for writing those articles. But was there one other thing that you wanted to talk about?
I'll just share, so outside of now being an author,
yes, so exciting.
my day-to-day, I'm a holistic health and lifestyle advocate. And really my goal, like I said before, is to help demystify what self-care is by helping you implement that self-care into your day-to-day using natural solutions and modalities. So even if you're not into essential oils, I can still help you with other natural holistic things that are not necessarily, an oil. Okay. So I do coaching for that. And then I'll give you a little tease. In February, hoping for February 14th, I've developed a self-care mobile app, and that will hopefully launch. So that will incorporate, there's a whole caregiver section that will always be free. There's going to be a paid and a premium version, but the caregiving section will always be free.
Awesome.
And that is about helping you to organize the appointments and prescriptions or medication dosing, and just help you to keep that off of your personal calendar. If you don't want it there, you can integrate it there as well, but you can also send yourself push notifications so that you can get reminded without it having to fill your personal calendar. Right. And just keep you organized. And then it will have the journal and other things so that it'll be this self-care mobile app at your fingertips, so that if you're in line waiting for your school pickup, or you're in the hospital waiting for an appointment, or you've got 5 minutes that you're in the bath, like trying to have a moment to yourself, you can incorporate guided meditations, anything like that. This is just going to be this one-stop shop for self-care right at your fingertips. So I'm very, very excited that that's going to be launching, because I think that that's going to make it more accessible to you all who don't have time.
What a great Valentine's gift for caregivers that you're putting out there. So yes, that'll be a wonderful thing. And we're going to keep in touch so that as things start to go, we can be launching that and putting that out there. And definitely, you guys, again, all the more reason, a shameless plug, to get your subscription to Givers Guides magazine, because all of that will be up and coming, will be in our calendar. And that'll all be in the issues prior to it being launched. So, insider information for you right there about getting all of those kind of things. That's what you need. And, again, remember that all the proceeds go to Give Me a Break. So everything that the magazine does is to promote and to donate all of that to Give Me a Break and keep Give Me a Break going for caregivers. So, it's a great thing. It's always a good thing. But it's just, I am so honored that I was able to meet you when we first started the Caring Caregiver Show, and to have you back again, and to have you as part of our Givers Guides team, and as an author and a writer. Yeah. Wow.
It's crazy to think
Look
about.
at how we've grown. So I'm so excited to see that. And all of that has come from caregiving.
Mhm.
And it's exactly what we've been talking about in our seminar and workshops, guys, is that life doesn't stop at caregiving. That's when it starts.
Yes.
So we're going to keep doing self-care and wellness and move forward, and we're going to accomplish great things together. And I'm so honored to have you on the show and to talk about this. His body, and oh gosh, I got to remember.
His body,
our amputation. I'm having a dyslexic moment. And so his body, our amputation, coming out in at the end of this month on the 24th on Amazon, you guys, and also coming out very soon, the mobile app for caregivers and for everyone, but free to caregivers, which is an amazing, loving gift right around Valentine's Day. Thank you so much, Danette, and for your time and for your heart for what you do.
Well, thank you. And thank you for the platform that you provide and for everything that you do. Like, I can't even list it off. Everything that you're doing is amazing. And it's a blessing for me, and the honor is mine to be a part of it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Well, I think we're going to be okay. So I'll should be able, if you have to leave, you can. So you won't have to just hang out in the green room waiting for the show to be over. But I think we'll be okay now. I probably won't see myself on screen, but I haven't gotten the word that anybody can't see it. So I think we should be okay.
All right.
Great. Thanks again.
Bye, everybody.
Aloha.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh, wasn't that great? She is awesome. She's just such another one of those great individuals. Really, you guys, that is part of our community that we keep growing. And then also, let's get a couple of quick announcements out there to you guys. Let me get this off the screen. There we go. So next Wednesday evening, not this Wednesday, not tonight, but next Wednesday evening is the second of the free grief workshop series that the presentations that Melinda Chinen is doing. I cannot even tell you. The first one, which was last week, Wednesday, was amazing. Amazing. And it really touched me. And I personally, but I know every single person on there really just kind of opens you up and changes the way you look at grief, and embracing it now. And it's like a weight being lifted off. So join in next Wednesday, and I'll remind you next Wednesday at our caring show as well, because the next session, number 2, and if you haven't registered, go now. Get to gab808.org, get to our website now and register for it, because then we'll get the Zoom link. Because next Wednesday at 5 o'clock Hawaii Standard Time, that's the 19th, it's going to deal with anger that comes from grief. Yeah, it's going to be heavy. I'm super excited about it. I'm pumped. So join us. I'll be there, and anyone else that you know of that's dealing with any kind of grief. And don't think that grief just comes from somebody passing away. Caregivers, you have grief in so many ways. And you'll be surprised to find out how. That might be the cause of a lot of the things that you're feeling and experiencing. So trust me, again, life-changing. Melinda, who is a grief coach, is offering this free of charge, you guys. It's amazing. So plan for that session and get on. You can get on the Zoom link. Go register at gab808.org right now. And also coming up this Friday, guess what's back? Let me take this off and put this off. That's right. Strolling with Savvy's back. Except now you get to stroll along with me, and we do it right in the Wynwood Mall in air conditioning, 9 o'clock every Friday morning. Come along and stroll with me. It's not a vigorous walk. You don't need special shoes, and you don't have to get your tight yoga pants. Dress comfortable. Grab a cup of whatever you drink in the morning, and we're going to stroll. That's exactly why it's called strolling. And we're just going to talk. And it's a great half hour, 40 minutes of time that you can spend away. And like I keep telling you, gift that to yourself. Okay? You deserve that. All righty. What else do we have coming up? Oh, all this is on the calendar. Another shameless plug, and the Giver's Guides magazine, and another reason to subscribe because you don't want to miss anything. But especially our Caregiver of the Year contest, which is coming up, and all the activities in November are coming up for National Caregiver Month. Right? So many things happening. I can't even tell you how much is going on next month. You just have to get a subscription to see that calendar. I think it's on like page 6 or something. And see the calendar in the magazine of all the activities that are going to happen in November, when the November issue comes out, because there's like pamper sessions every Saturday. We've got nutrition education classes. We've got Lomi. I can't even, Medicare presentations, all kinds of things. There's so much happening. You need that calendar. And of course, speaking of our Caregiver of the Year contest, we do this to create awareness. We need the world to know that caregivers need support. Caregivers need to be seen, and caregivers need community. So we do the contest to create this awareness, and you really need to enter it. Yeah, you're going to get some great little fun prizes, and you're going to get a little, Caregiver of the Year trophy and everything. And that's great. And of course, we get a wonderful night out at our gala. But your story, and it probably will only be a picture of you and a couple of sentences on Facebook, is going to change someone's life. Your story is going to comfort a caregiver. It's going to say, that's me. Your story is going to make all the difference to every other caregiver out there. And then it's going to be healing for you, because you're going to see everyone liking and loving and caring and all the little emojis that are going to show you that you're being seen. And that's a great validation of caregiving. So that's why we do this. But there are some great prizes, and we do have the gala. And if you're one of the weekly winners or finalists, you get to come to the gala for free. So all the more reason, just enter for your free ticket. And we get to have more community. So go to gab808.com. Oh, got to put that back on the screen. There you go, right now. And you can enter our Caregiver of the Year contest. It's a lot of fun, and it's really a great way to create awareness. Whew. Now, that's our show for today. I want to give a mahalo to Melinda for your kind heart for all the caregivers, and giving a great presentation following, not tonight, next Wednesday. I'll remind you again. And next week, we're going to have Martin Solomon, who's an attorney that focuses exclusively on cases of nursing home abuse and neglect. That's right, it happens. And he actually litigates cases for this. So he'll provide tips for you, for the caregivers out there, all of our community, to consider when you're moving a loved one from one nursing home to another, or if you're taking them into foster care or a nursing home of any kind. So great information from an attorney. Tune in next week. Don't miss it. And of course, we're going to talk more about our caregiver. Oh, we're actually going to have our Caregiver of the Year from last year, 2021. Trudy Kamai will be coming on to talk about what's happened in her life and changed, and what it's been like for her as Caregiver of the Year for the last year. Okay. And winning all those prizes. So remember to breathe, you guys, hoping that you're finding more joy in caregiving each week as we do this. Every week, Wednesday, live right here at noon on our Facebook page. And we stream on 6 different platforms. Also, you guys, we're trying to stream live on LinkedIn as well. And we only need 30 more people to follow our LinkedIn Give Me a Break page. If you follow our LinkedIn Give Me a Break page, then we can stream live on lucky number 7 platforms. And so that'll be on YouTube, on 5 different Facebook pages, and now we would be able to include LinkedIn. So if you're on LinkedIn, please go and follow Give Me a Break. We just need 30 more followers to go live. So really excited about that. And thank you for the 120 of you that already followed us and got on there. We're just so close. So I appreciate all of you. Remember, the more we get out there, the more caregivers will hear this, and the more resources and the more support we can provide for them. All right. Whew, because this is what we do. It's about caring. It's the Caring Caregiver Show. This is where sharing is caring. It's who we are, how we live, and what we do. So remember to always check us out as well on podcasts, any podcast platform, Spotify, Apple, whatever you use, or just go to Caring Caregiver Show. Oh, I have one last click. There we go. It is the caringcaregivershow.com. That's our website, and you can check out all of the podcasts, and you can see past videos, everything on there. So if you missed anything or you need more information, just go check it out. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have an amazing week. Can't wait to see you next week. Aloha, and thanks for your time and for tuning in, for all the heart and everything that you do. See y'all next week. Aloha. Bye.